Hi, it's Tim Hagen from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode of Coaching Conversations. And I wanted to make you aware of something very cool that we're doing on a subscription basis, and we'll put a link in each one of our episodes. But every Wednesday, we're going to be doing what we call an audio podcast workshop. That workshop will be roughly about 14 to maybe 20 minutes per episode, with each month having a theme from a coaching model, using feedback strategically, to coaching self-awareness, and so on. So if you could look in the body or in the content description of each episode, and you will see a link where you can join this subscription. These are literally 4 workshops every month teaching specific strategies to address a particular area of workplace coaching as it relates, again, to things like awareness, motivation, teamwork, and what have you. Here's the cool thing. It's only $10 per month, and each month you will get a handout that we will follow along with. So we also give you a tool for you to take notes as we go through each episode. We hope you'll check it out. As I go through my training to become certified in emotional intelligence, one of the things that training has done is really heightened my awareness of other people's self-awareness, and including my own. And recently I was in a grocery store, really a gas station convenience store, and there were 3 young ladies behind the counter. And a gentleman behind me who knew me started a conversation, and we were just talking about day-to-day activities. And he said, "So what are you going through right now?" And I said, "Well, actually, I'm taking a really cool program. I'm learning about emotional intelligence." And he said, "Oh, give me an example." I said, "Well, self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, social skills." And we got into this really cool conversation. As we were talking, we could hear the 3 young ladies who were greeting customers complaining about customers and how rude they were. And they kept their conversation going, and they were talking to each other while conducting their transactions. And we both stopped and we started to laugh. And he said, "I think you're going to have a customer when you get to the front of the line." And we both started laughing. Now, what I'm about to share with you might come off really crass, really rude, really obnoxious. And I really did this, and what I'm about to share with you, thoughtfully, carefully, as best I could. And I got to the front of the line, and I was next in line at the middle counter, and the young lady said, "Next." And I went up to her and I said, "Can I ask you a question?" She said, "Sure." And I whispered it, and I said, "Were you complaining about me?" She goes, "Sir, what are you talking about?" I said, "Well, you were complaining about customers and how rude we can be. You weren't talking about me." She goes, Oh, no. Oh, no, sir, I'm sorry." And I could see the other 2 young ladies immediately gleam at me. I said, "Oh, I just wanted to make sure." I said, because I know sometimes I can be really obnoxious, and I just wanted to ask. It was really bothering me. And as I walked away, I could see the 3 of them look at each other with this facial expression of, uh-oh. Now, on one hand, you might think, "Boy, you're really obnoxious." On the other hand, you might think, "Why would you do something like that?" But I think it goes to the value of self-awareness. 3 young ladies who I've actually talked to before, who are extremely nice. What were they losing sight of? That other people could hear them. They were so enthralled in complaining about customers, they literally forgot they were in front of customers. Here's the funny thing. As I approached them and I whispered and I tried to show sensitivity and empathy, what was I doing? I was building self-awareness. Now, most customers would do what? They'd walk away and say, "Boy, those are rude. I would never go to that store again." And as I was walking out the store, I could hear the woman who waited on me literally say, "Next. Hello, sir. How are you today?" She never did that with me. So think about that. I'm not saying what I did was right. I'm not saying what I did was wrong. But by becoming self-aware, she remembered where she was at, what she needed to do, and she started to execute better customer service and better customer interactions. That's the power of self-awareness. Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagen and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21 day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called Coach to You. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.